Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited Season 2 for Warzone 2 is finally here. Today we're going to go over the patch notes. They've just been released and there are lots of exciting up-and-coming changes for DMZ, Warzone 2's Battle Royale and multiplayer. So we're not going to waste any time and we're going to get straight into the changes. Global. So here's a bit of a summary of what we're going to be looking at. Resurgence, it's back. Brand new map of Ashika Island for Resurgence and DMZ. The Path to Ronin challenge, which is throughout Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. It's going to get us some rewards throughout the start of the season. Vanquish your opponents like a true warrior. Get a load of new cool Battle Pass stuff. And a brand new vehicle, the jet ski. So, we've got our brand new Battle Pass, which is very Japanese themed. Ashika Island is a Japanese island. It translates to Island of the Sea Lion. So yeah, going to be lots of Japanese influence across this brand new map. Another update, which we probably won't see in here, but Warzone 2 Ranked is coming in Season 3. So that's pretty exciting. We're not going to get any details, but we heard and saw a little leak of this on Twitter earlier. So, Path of the Ronin event. Integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion, sincerity, and loyalty. These are the 7 virtues of the Bushido. So, this event will essentially, people will drop with these little charms on the body and you've got to collect them to earn rewards, points, and progression. And talking of progression, the ranking system has been overhauled for Season 2. We are now going to cap out at Prestige 9, and that will be level 450. This is the maximum level that can be reached in Season 2. We've got some brand new weapons across the 3 games. The ISO Hemlock, which is a brand new assault rifle. It's both 5.56 and a .300 BLK ammunition. We've got a new fast firing shotgun based off the Cast-Off platform. And these are all going to be available via the Battle Pass. We've got some brand new swords. You probably remember these from Warzone 1. And not to mention the crossbow. The trusty crossbow. It's going to have multiple different types of ammunition. So we'll see how that pans out. Weapon tuning. So the goal has always been to deliver an experience that provides players with deep customization. So essentially they're going to be buffing balanced tuning. So the beneficial tuning is going to be more beneficial and the negative tuning is going to be more negative. So we're going to see it's going to be easier, I think, to tune. It's going to be more obvious when you've tuned your gun right and tuned your gun wrong. Onto the weapon balancing that they've done so far. So we've got a little bit of a buff to the M13, a little bit of a balance to the Cast-Off. The Lachman's had an increase of semi-auto. Same for the M4. The STB 5.56 has had some adjustments to the single-tap mod magazine. Battle rifles have been tuned. The Lachman, the FTAC Recon, and the SO14, along with the TAC V. They've had a bit of a nerf, a bit of a balance across the 2. The TAC V is no longer overpowered. RIP to the X13 autos. While they have had a buff overall, which is lower body damage, close range damage, and the range being increased, the damage overall using akimbo has been nerfed. So we should see less people using those pistols overall. We might see people using them as a single pistol though, so watch out for that. The launchers have been adjusted slightly, and as have the LMG. So the RPK is no more. We've got a increase to ADS time, reduction to damage range, reduction to mid to long range damage, and a small reduction to the ADS movement speed. As has the RAL, also has had a recoil adjustment. So watch out for the Sakin, although that does have a very slow ADS time. That could be a replacement for the RPK, as we might see it. Your mileage may vary. Marksman rifles, EBR has been balanced along with the LMS and the TAC M. Melee weapons, increased non-lunging damage range. This allows players to hit equipment on the ground without having to crouch and melee at the same time. That includes when you're trying to bust through a window and a skylight, you'd be able to get down and hit that. So that's just the distance of it, but the non-lunging distance. Melee attacks with non-melee weapons will now require 3 hits to kill, are fully armored instead of 2. So if you're hitting someone with a gun and they're shooting you, you should lose that fight, which is how it should be. They should get enough bullets off to make you down. The Vaznevs had a balance mid to long range. That sounds about right. Mini Banks also had a bit of a nerf. Fennec, RIP to the Fennec. That meta is over. The Vector is no more. Decreased damage overall, headshot damage, and also minimum damage against armor has also been nerfed. Sniper rifles are staying as they are. We don't have any huge updates, no one-shot headshots, but there has been a slight tuning to the signal. We've got a brand new vehicle, the jet ski, the personal watercraft. I'm not sure if it's just on Ashika Island at the moment, but it's definitely going to be on Ashika Island. Look forward to seeing that everywhere, to be honest with you. Looks pretty fun. Adjustments to other vehicles, so we've got some vehicle turret adjustments, added EV charging stations for the GMC itself, so that interesting. I wonder if you'll be able to just do EVs there or not. Shooting out windows no longer damages the vehicle itself, it's just the window. And we've got a load of bug fixes, which I like to say with bug fixes, if you don't notice that the bug's been fixed and they've done a good job, because then you're not bothered about it, right? We've got a brand new operator, this geezer. We've had some audio adjustments, so proximity chat now fades out more effectively over distance, improved sound effects for reloading underwater, and some audio bugs. That probably includes the ocular occlusion issue, which we discussed in a previous video, where essentially the sound passing through different types of objects. There was a lot of areas throughout the map that had the wrong type of object assigned to it. The wrong type of material assigned to it. So you were getting footsteps being blocked by things that it shouldn't be blocked by, for example. So we should see a nice improvement to audio overall. Social has been overhauled and improved. A load of nice changes there. Probably just your mileage may vary. You might just want to check those out. But we've added the ability to send a quick thank you message to squad teammates after some in-game actions like being revived, etc., which is pretty cool. That would be nice for DMZ. Search bar for options when inviting players. Improved friends list, etc., etc., etc. Added the report options toxicity, blah blah blah. Some social bug fixes, which again hopefully will just give you a better experience overall. Some UI UX fixes. Again, not going to go over those too much, but we should see a nicer, cleaner experience. Global bugs, though, we'll have a quick look at these. Fix some exploits. Some firing range issues, nothing too major. Gyro aiming, we've introduced several additional settings to help people that are using gyro aiming on PC. Special ops, looking for teammates, added a new party finder option for raid. Cooperative, new modifier to one in the chamber, adjustments overall. I'm not going to go too much into these because I'm not too interested in the multiplayer stuff as a whole. We are getting some new multiplayer playlists, Infected Gun Game Grind and Hardcore, probably similar to modes we played before. We're obviously getting the two new 6v6 maps, Dome and Museum from the beta, along with Zaya Observatory battle map and Airport Terminal battle map, which are for ground war and invasion. General audio, we kind of briefly touched on that earlier. Perks, Ghost reduced bonus perk by 50% and ultimate perk by 25%. So Ghost had a bit of an adjustment / a bit of a nerf. Ranked play is now available. You can look up the details on that at your own leisure. But yeah, ranked is here for Modern Warfare 2. Skill rating and divisions, there's some details on those, but essentially goes from bronze up to top 250 players in the world. Leaderboards, we will get leaderboards, battle record, all the rest of it, barracks. Ranked rewards also are a thing. Again, not going to touch on that too much, but what we are excited for is Warzone 2 ranked. That'll be cool. Looking forward to that. It's coming with Season 3, so we've still got another couple of months to wait for that to happen. Competitive integrity features, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Warzone 2. Maps. Ashika Island, brand new map. Our team is so excited to finally release Ashika Island to the world, which beautiful Japanese-inspired location. Blah 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 blah. Building from our learnings on Fortune's Keep. The team is thrilled to continue implementing interesting traversal options whilst being mindful not to overcomplicate the design. Lots of cool ins and outs, ups and downs to be had. Can't wait for you to drop into Ashika Island, start racking up those wins. Just please no running around the pool. Are always the comedians, our overlords, our Activision overlords. This map consists of several points of interest, which we have been over before in a previous video, so I'll skip over them. But we've got farms, town centre, beach club, castle, which a little bit of a spoiler that I found on the castle. Apparently at some point this turns into a castle ruin, so we might see some changes to Ashika Island as the seasons go on. Port, residential, shipwreck, which I believe there's some DMZ missions around the shipwreck, so keep an eye out for that. In DMZ specifically, players will experience foggier conditions than those in Battle Royale. Players can utilize the fog as cover, so you can engage enemies at range. Okay, full lock on Ashika Island. There's a deeper blog post which we've already been into. Map updates for Al Mazrah. This is a big video, so thanks for sticking with me. By now, I'm probably streaming this Season 2 live, so make sure you subscribe and come check out the channel once you've finished watching this video. Afghan has essentially been added to Al Mazrah. Downed aircraft at Satik Caves, underground tunnels in the suburbs, new passenger train that's moving around the map. This is counter-directional to the existing cargo train. Paths through hydroelectric, and added vehicle ramps to garage rooftop in the airport. The Gulag, back to 1v1. No more needs to be said. Same map, but 1v1. Battle Royale, Al Mazrah. The playlist we're going to have on launch season 2 is solos, duos, trios, and quads. Ashika Island is just going to be quads. Thank God. Max players of 52. Assimilation is off. Modes. So limited time mode for Resurgence. Respawns disabled on the fourth circle, so keep an eye on the clock. Okay, interesting. Right, so we better read this one. Resurgence is back. Grab your squad, drop into the fast-paced action. How does it work? When you're eliminated, you enter a spectating state and you must wait for the Resurgence timer to tick down. Squad members can shorten that by completing contracts, looting, and eliminating enemy players. These respawns are disabled on the fourth circle. New score events. So in addition to additional scoring events, we've added ways to shorten the respawn timer. Headshots will get you more time down than normal kills. AI elimination, uplinks. This is part of the data heist mission as a public event. On the move, hunt a double. Okay, hunt a spree, armor break. Okay, so a lot of these additional things that you'd probably be doing anyway will start to tick down that timer. So we've got more opportunities to get the rest of your squad back. Hunt and track mechanics. At any point during a match, eliminating an enemy player will display their squad members for a few seconds on the minimap. So these are the pings that you're used to in the standard Rebirth, Resurgence style gameplay. Loadouts. Players can acquire the loadouts from two different methods in Resurgence. Towards the end of the first circle is a public loadout drop, and loadout drop markers are also available at the buy stations. Scaling prices are standard across the whole Battle Royale experience in Warzone 2. Additional information. Strongholds are disabled. Weapons found on the ground loot always have attachments. Blue Resurgence supply boxes restock after 90 seconds. Both restore honor tags and elimination show red dots on the minimap. And enemy AI only spawn during the data heist public event, so they're not there all the time. They're not always getting any grill. Okay. Private matches are enabled for Battle Royale on Al Mazrah during Season 2. So that's great news. Spectating feature for private matches is also coming. So Codcaster type mode is also coming at a later date. That's excellent. Counter UAV is a new kill streak that can be found. Autonomous UAV, blah, blah, blah. Redeploy packs. So these are going to be like the redeployable balloons, I think. Ashika Island event. Restore Your Honor events, Search and Seizure, brand new events. Not going to go into those in too much detail. Data Heist, we'll just have to see how these play out. This is an in-season public event. Redeployed drones are also coming in season, and the new Russia also in season. I think they're going to see how the sentiment is, how it plays out before adding this brand new aggressive AI. So this is global. I believe this will be for DMZ and for Resurgence. Not sure if it's just for Ashika Island though. Gameplay adjustments. Looting is now pool loot rather than backpack loot. Cash economy. Cash is up across the game. Minimum cash is now 500. Cash registers is 500. Basic supply box is also 500. Legendary is 800. Armor plates. The 3-plate vest hunt is over. You will have 3 plates on deployment, but 3-plate vests on deployment, but you only infill with 2 plates. Gulag redeployment, you'll come back with 3 plates. Resurgence deployments players will deploy with 2 plates. Disabled overclock and bird's eye while they from the custom packages. I'm assuming they're going to take a look at those. Buy stations have been adjusted. Loadouts are now 8k per person for solo, 6 per player for duos, 5.3 for trios, and 5 for quads. 20,000 in total for quads. So that sounds like a nice scale to me. AIs have been tuned around strongholds and black sites. Champions Quest. Players may notice adjustment to the difficulty. The new weapon blueprint reward for it is the first one has been vaulted. All the other requests of the skin, etc. for that has remained the same. Backpacks and inventory. Loot is now like a vomit style looting. Same for supply boxes. Everyone will have the same small backpack throughout the game. Blah blah blah. Loadout drops will drop in the second on the 5th circle, so it'll be the 1st and 5th circle. Spawn protection. Players will get some more spawn protection when trying to drop in. Gulag is now 1v1. Flag control rather than jailer, etc. etc. Pre-match loadout selection is now available in the pre-match lobby, which is pretty cool. Back to how we had it before. Planting improvements, sped up. Ping visibility, interrogation, changed orange outline consistent with similar mechanics. Combat record, play again options been added. A load of bug fixes which we're not going to waste any time on. DMZ, big one for me. General new exclusion zone, Ashika Island, new boss, new weapons case, new rewards, new spaces to check out. Brand new faction, Crown. These are a brand new set of missions available for Modern Warfare 2 owners only. Season 2 reset. So the faction mission progress has been reset for Season 2. So all back to 0. Previously unlocked and short slots will remain. Contraband weapons inventory reverted to starting weapons. Key stashes have been emptied. Mission refresh. So they've basically tried to tweak it, make it a bit easier to get to your brand new insured slot. Key stashes can now hold items that are specific to mission progress, and they can be transported across the exclusion zones. Gameplay. Adjusted the scaling of the missions overall. Contracts. We've got a new contract. Secure Intel is no longer calls reinforcements to the radio tower. HVTs now drop more rare keys. And TAC chopper cargo will now blah, 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 blah. Enemy tuning. AIs have been tuned. The locations for the infill, dead drops, exfil, and boss locations have all been updated across Al Mazrah. Adjusted the plating mechanic, so you can now plate and move faster by 25%. Movement speed increased while plating. Players can now sprint while plating, and they can also bust through doors while plating. Ping visibility, interrogation, changes we've seen already. Bug fixes, nice to see. Not going to read them out. You can pause the video and read them if you want, but hopefully everything looks good. Season 2 Reloaded is coming, but we've got enough to digest so far. Season 3 is also confirmed. We will see Warzone ranked, that's Battle Royale ranked. Plunder is coming back, and also Gunfight. This has been a pretty big update to read through. Thank you for sticking with me through this whole big load of patch notes. Big props to all these developers listed behind me that worked on the game. Subscribe if you're new, if you find these videos interesting. We always do these breakdowns. I am probably live by now streaming this update. So come check me out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.